Hello and welcome to the first of the year Thanks for Sharing podcast. We're back, guys. We're back. I know 5 of you missed us. We're asking me where's the podcast been? The great and powerful producer Davram and follow him on Instagram. He was in the Poconos. He was enjoying some time off because he does a lot of work for this podcast, and we appreciate it over here. Yeah, he was so stressed out from the podcast. That's why he went, man. We are brought to you by Pace Roofing, Colt Recording, Hoover Delivery Service, ERT Restoration, Black Sparrow Tattoo, Four Seasons Landscaping, Sharky's Barbershop, Art History, RD Realty, Bone Marrow Tattoo, and a big special shout out to the Benjamin Franklin Yacht in Philadelphia. They're trying to get on the Barstool Fund. So if you guys could go over to the Ben Franklin Yacht on Instagram and tag Barstool Relief Fund. Eddie's a great guy. It's where I started doing stand-up comedy. Was on a yacht every Monday. They're good people, man. And we're brought to you.
Four Seasons made it on the Netflix.
They did make it onto Netflix. Four Seasons Landscaping's on Netflix. I talked to their social media guy over the weekend. Mm-hmm. He's great, man. You a fan of Four Seasons Landscaping?
Absolutely.
They're great people over there, man. Legitimate sponsor of the podcast. Great guys. Check them out. If you like memes or if you really need landscaping, check them out. They're the best. And Greek Tech. We're brought to you by Greek Tech now. So now you owe me something, dude.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Today, my guest is George. I call him George. Everyone calls him the Greek, and he's a grown man. I'm not going to call him the Greek. Sometimes I call him Greek.
Every once in a while.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
It's great to finally have you on. You were one of the first people I asked to do this, and the schedule's kind of crazy with it, and you've been patient and lovely about it.
I'm ecstatic.
You were supposed to be the last guest of the year. Actually, you weren't. Dan Rouse was supposed to be the last guest of the year. Then he was sick.
Oh, he dipped out. Yeah.
He dipped out, and he couldn't do it.
Oh, Daniel.
He'll be on soon. I know people are very concerned. But what was it going to be? He got sick. Then I asked you. I was like, oh, perfect. I'll get George in now. And
yeah, it works.
Then we had a week off.
Yeah.
And you texted me last week. You remembered. But you also texted me at like 7:30 when we do it at 7. You were like, are we still doing this? I was like, you're texting me now about it? So a little late to the party. But it's great to have you here, buddy. What's going on?
Glad to be here. I'm good, man. I just happy to be done work. Happy to get out.
I hear you.
Do something.
The life of a Greek electrician.
Yeah. Running around like a nut.
You're like tied for my favorite Greek person, man. I only know 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tied.
Yeah. And the other one's kind of like a big stand-up comedian.
Okay.
Who I met once. He was nice to me.
I like that.
At least I thought he was being nice to me. Or he was being Giannis Pappas.
Pappas? Nice.
Yeah. Or he was either being nice because he was just like, I do this for a living, just please stop talking to me. Or he was just genuinely nice. I like to think he was just genuinely nice.
Yeah.
But he's pretty good.
You gotta watch those Greeks.
Yeah, you guys might be related if all Greek people are related. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, do you miss it? How often do you go back?
I go every single year.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, it's shut down this year.
They won't let us in.
Yeah.
They literally will not let us in. Any U.S. citizen cannot go to Greece.
That's a shame, man.
And my dad's rubbing it in. He goes over there, and he's on the beach while I'm working.
He's there now?
No, he just got back a little bit ago, a couple weeks ago.
Because I met your dad like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
How'd he get away with it?
Because he's dual citizen.
Oh, okay.
So then he's at the beach. He's like, oh, wait, look at this. While I'm working, he shows me the whole beach. He just rubs it in. So when I was down in Florida this weekend, I did the same thing to him. It's cold and raining up here, and I called him and just said,
you were like, hey, listen, I'm killing it. I'm killing it in Florida.
Yeah.
I hate Florida. Trash bag state.
I know why you hate Florida.
Yeah, because I went there and I was homeless.
Yeah, you were homeless down there.
For a week.
Yeah.
Which is my homeless run. I'm usually homeless for a week. I can't do it. But I went there for a trip and I just couldn't do it.
So you didn't even know anybody or the area, so it didn't really work out to your benefit, even being homeless there.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody there. It was a real tragedy.
Yeah.
Then my buddy who lives up here now, who I went down there for, he was like, shit happens. I got you set up nice in a bando. And I was like, all right, guys.
At least there's a beach there. You
Yeah,
got a beach.
there's beach. I'm not a beach guy.
You're not. I need it.
Yeah.
It's like therapy for me.
I don't know if I'm like I like prefer the mountains over the beach because
Yeah.
that's usually like the choice between the two. But I'm not a beach guy.
It's like either isolate or deal with the public.
I don't want to be sandy. I don't want to go like I like to swim, but in a pool.
Yeah.
I have a pool. So in my head, there's no reason to go to the beach ever. I like the boardwalk.
Yeah,
That's fun.
That is fun too.
Yeah.
I had an issue with trying to swim this week. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't. What? You
I
can't
almost
swim?
died.
You almost died?
Yeah.
What are you, a child? You can't swim?
I haven't been to the beach, like a legit beach, all year.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get there, I don't even hesitate. And I run over. I did not see that there was a big red flag up and nobody else was swimming. And I dove in and swam out as far as I could to the biggest wave I saw because I wanted to ride the wave in. Right. There's horns beeping. I thought they were beeping at somebody else. And like, I just got all the way out there.
Yeah.
And I'm hanging out back there. And then they're trying to wave me in. I'm like, all right, I'm coming in. Big deal. All right. So I start swimming in and I'm swimming, but I'm not really getting anywhere. And then I see the lifeguard all Baywatch style with the buoy, the red thing.
Yeah, the buoy.
Yeah. Jump in, dive in, and start swimming towards me, just like that it is on the show.
Yeah.
And he gets over to me. He's like, grab the buoy. I'm like, I'm good, man. I was like, I'll swim in with you. It's not a big deal. He's like, grab the fucking buoy. And I'm like, all right, I'll grab the buoy. I got you, bud. 20 minutes in the same spot. We did not move. I didn't know what a riptide was. So I was in the riptide.
Yeah.
And then another lifeguard jumps, and I'm not freaking out. I'm like, oh, whatever, we just got to swim harder.
Yeah. You're like, why are they doing
Yeah,
this
why are
right
they
now?
doing all this? I don't understand any of it.
You're in
Good-
great danger. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's a good thing too, because then I would have probably panicked and died. So it was probably
There you
good that
go.
it worked out the way that it did.
That was always like as a kid, you go and like I would go to the ocean, like with my family, and then
Yeah.
you're there, and the current like just kind of drifts you like to the other end of the beach.
Yeah.
And then you come out and you're like, "Where's my family?"
Yeah,
at?
then we're gone because it pushes you.
I'm
fast as
10.
shit.
I don't know where my family's at, dude.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm not a big. I don't know. When the summer comes around, everyone's like beach trip. I'm like, I'm good.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
So the other lifeguard jumps in and stays where he can still stand.
Yeah.
And throws a buoy on a rope for us
Yeah,
to grab.
and he fished you in?
And fished us in. When we get in, like I still didn't think it was a big deal. The entire beach was standing and applauding the lifeguards.
Yeah,
They
they're
made me
like,
go
this
side
guy's
to
the
face.
real hero.
Yeah. And my friend was cracking up. He was videotaping the whole fucking thing.
Oh wow. Well, at least you got it on tape. Man.
Yeah. But yeah, so then I realized the severity of the issue.
Yeah, you're a
afterwards.
man of adventure, though. I will
Yeah.
give you that. You're, you know,
I have fun.
yeah. Why aren't you dual citizen? Are you not qualified?
I'm
for
going to
it?
file for it if I can't get the grease soon.
Yeah,
I can get it.
I want to file for it because I
Yeah.
can get it.
Yeah.
because my dad's from Ireland,
Yeah, so you get it for that.
which me and my brothers are the firstborn generation. But my dad was like, "I'm pretty sure you can get it."
Yeah,
though.
absolutely can.
Not that I like want it to go there. I just want it to have it.
No, because then you get the passport from over there.
Yeah.
And then when you travel through countries over there, they don't think you're an
If
American.
there's something unnecessary I can get just to have it, I'll do it.
I'm
So if
with
I can
you.
get dual citizenship for
Yeah.
no reason whatsoever, I'll do it. Like I can legally marry people. I'm an ordained minister just because I can.
Yes.
I never married anyone in my
That's just
life.
the point of it.
I just got done work one
Yeah.
day. It was like when I was newly sober, and I was like, "Well, I'm a minister now,
Yeah.
and you all better start
You could
respecting
also
me."
be a lord.
I could be a lord, man.
Yeah.
yeah. You live with Chris,
Yeah.
and you got him a lordship for
Yes, I
Christmas.
did.
Shout out to the angler.
Yeah,
Why do you guys
angler.
call him the angler? I don't even know.
Because he has a freaking kayak. And,
Okay,
and
that's a
he's-
fishing term,
Yeah,
right? Angler.
yeah.
Okay.
And he swims. He just randomly bought it by himself to go up and down the stream because he wanted it. Just like he likes to have stuff just to have it. And
Yeah, makes sense to me.
that's pretty much how it turned out.
He's a sweet boy. He's
Yeah.
a good boy. You
Yes,
live
he
with
is.
him and our other buddy Jimmy.
Yeah.
And Chris is afraid to say that it's his house.
Yeah.
Because you're a bully.
He's-
You scared him.
I'm not a bully.
Sometimes you
Sometimes
are, but it's
I'm a
all
bully.
right.
It's
you
okay.
know?
He's a little autistic.
Yeah. He's a little on the spec,
Yeah.
which is fine.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. But I kept trying to convince him the one day to stand up to you. And he was like, well, because it's when we were going to your recovery house, which
Yeah.
we'll get into in a bit.
Yeah.
You opened a recovery house. And I was like, I'm so like social situations. Like, I'm like, I really don't want to go, but I love you. I'll go.
Yeah. And that's why I love you, Joe.
Yeah. And I'm like, I really don't want to go. And I was asking him, I was like, are you going to this thing? And he was like, I have to. I live at George's house. And I was like, it's your house. You know that, right? And he's like, yeah, but it's, whoa.
Thunder. Thunder in the jungle.
And he was like, yeah, but it's George's house. I was like, do you guys pay the same amount to live there? And he was like, yeah. I was like, it's your house. You know that, right? You can just say that. So
Don't
I asked,
tell him that.
well, I asked Jimmy, I said, when you think of your house, do you consider it George's house, or do you consider it your house? He's like, it's my house.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, see, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Which great house you got there.
Thank you.
Is it a house or an apartment? What is that? I guess it's like
Where I live at?
Yeah,
It's
what
an
is that?
apartment, and I love where it's situated.
Yeah.
And we don't pay much for rent. It's
Yeah.
like pretty cheap.
beautiful rooftop.
Beautiful
lounging.
rooftop, and like
I wanted to shoot a comedy special there.
and I would have let you
Yeah,
absolutely.
but
I
now
said,
I'm thinking about doing it on the Ben Franklin yacht because they're in need.
yeah,
Not
if
that
they
I'm
need
going
it,
to
you get
bring.
to go.
But if we could do a nice little show with social distancing
Yeah,
on the boat,
yeah, that'd be pretty.
that
sweet.
would be fun. I think. You know what I mean?
I went to town in there too when COVID hit, and like I'm sitting, all I'm doing is working and sitting at the house, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
They decide to just furnish everything. That I got a lot of work in my electrical business too, because people are sitting in the house and they want
Yeah,
new
they're
lights,
like, I want
fans.
these lights done.
So I did that to my house kind of, and like my OCD kicked in, and like I put one painting up, and I'm like, now there's an open space,
Yeah.
and I kind of went a little overboard.
So now you're collecting fine art.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
There's more space of paintings and stuff like that than there is of
Yeah,
wall.
I have fond memories of your place. That's where
Yes.
we went for the Eagles Super Bowl parade,
That was great.
which was a long day. It was a
was-
long day for me because I had to wake up at like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
to hop on the L to get down there.
yeah.
And we got down there and like we had no game plan. And then I was meeting Nate down there. I didn't go down with Nate. Yeah. But he was like right behind
We
us.
met Nate. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was the one. He's like, we'll just go to Greek's house.
Yes.
It's right
That-
there.
That was the epicenter.
And that was beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all hung out there because
Yeah.
it was cold as fuck out. And I was like, this is
every
nice.
time
We're
we
in a
need to
warm
take
house. I
break.
can take
Yeah.
a piss.
Yeah.
It's only 2 blocks away from the parade. It was great. And it was the best day of my life, that parade.
It was great.
Well, them winning the Super Bowl was the best day.
Yeah.
Some people say
Dude, that
getting
we won-
sober should be the best day of your life, but I'm an avid sports guy.
We went nuts. We drove. I was in my boy's house watching the Super Bowl, and,
Yeah.
and we drove back to Philly through everything to my house, and it was nuts. Like nobody gave a shit anywhere.
Yeah.
Cops are just letting anybody do whatever they want. I had a bunch of finale fireworks. I was lighting them off on my roof.
Yeah. The night that they did win, we went to Frankfurt and Cottman because it's
I
closer
heard,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
And downtown was nuts, but like I knew a bunch of people that are like, we're going downtown. I had to work the next day, so I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to watch the riot for a bit and go home and enjoy this. But I remember we were driving down, me and my buddy Angelo, and we're driving down, everyone's honking their horn, screaming, and this like through the neighborhoods to get to where Cottman and Frankfurt are. And we pull up next to somebody and they roll down their window and they're like, we fucking did it. I was like, we fucking did it, man. Go Birds. And he was like, you work at Applebee's. And I was like, what? And he was like, I love your mozzarella sticks. And then he drove off. I was like, that's the weirdest fucking thing.
Yeah,
to
that's
happen
very
every
odd.
night.
Peculiar.
But the day of that parade was great because everyone got to celebrate in Philadelphia. Nate's not a sports fan, or good buddy
I know.
Nate.
I called off work.
Yeah, he's not a sports fan at all. He was at my house for the Super Bowl because he kept asking what my mom was cooking. He was
Yeah.
like, what's the spread looking like? And he came over to eat, then he went down for the parade for something he does not care about. And we had a
it's
great
Philly.
time.
Yeah. Even if you don't watch sports, Philly just won the Super
And
Bowl.
Dan Rouse had to take a piss, and he like went down an alley on some dude's front step to go take a pee, and I started a shame chant. Everyone started going, shame, shame, shame. And he couldn't pee, which was a great part of the
Stage
parade.
fright.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
This is the second episode the cat appeared on.
Really?
Yeah, it usually hops up on the table, then jumps off.
It means something.
Cats like you, man.
Yeah, they love me.
I don't trust them personally,
I
but
love
you're
cats.
a cat guy.
Yeah, I love cats.
You're a cat
Kind
guy.
of looks like Cuddles, my cat.
How many cats you up to now?
I have two.
Two?
I won't do more than that because it messes up the environment for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like brothers now. You bring
Yeah.
another one, and it's gonna be trouble in paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you realistically want 7 cats.
It's a lot of work, dude. I went through a whole thing where I'm trying to make it as automated as possible for the less work. I got like the automatic kitty litter box that just changes the kitty litter
Right.
on its own. It keeps it clean for them, and then the water, and then automatic feeder. So
You spare no expense for these cats.
I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good for you, man. You're
yeah.
passionate
It's
about
less
cats.
work too because 2 floors of steps.
So
to
you
go
got
up
a
to
dog
change the
too, or
kitty-
did you get rid of
No,
the
that was
dog?
Dave's dog.
Oh, okay.
But when Dave lived with me, we had Bella. She was a blue nose mixed with a Merle.
Yeah.
So she had Dalmatian spots and she had the blue coat. She's a good girl. I loved her.
Yeah.
She wrecked the house a little bit, but I loved
Yeah.
her.
It's kind of a time. It's a spacious apartment, but it's kind of like a small.
Pit bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
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 But it is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
You know, you're lucky.
Yeah, I got really lucky with that.
Yeah, we all went over there for the Zoom night in the beginning of the quarantine, the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And right when the meeting started, I was like, I'm leaving. And everyone's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this
Yeah,
fucking
it was
shit.
a little
Fuck
weird.
out of here.
It was a little fucking weird.
Because as much as I love AA, there's nothing worse than doing Zoom AA.
Yeah, it was
Which a lot of people are like, are you doing any Zoom comedy shows? I was like, nah, that's terrible. I spoke at
It's
an
good,
AA
though.
meeting on Zoom, and that
Dude,
was terrible.
I give it to the guys getting sober right now that have to deal with
oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
I give it to them, too.
I give
Hey,
it to them.
It's
But
great.
like it's at least they have an outlet.
yeah. It's
Real meetings,
It's a good thing.
personal
That-
experiences.
That was the night I chewed my gold tooth closing.
I
You
remember.
came to the rescue. You pried it open.
I tried to fix it as best I could.
And thank God I had the mold still.
Yeah. So you just
Because
popped it
I
right
popped
in.
it on and I just banged it with the
Hammered
wrench.
it.
And now it's like a little crooked, but I feel like it gives it character.
It absolutely does.
Gives character to the gold teeth. If that wasn't character enough.
Yeah.
Or if it's just I'm just being a trash bag and
Yeah.
have gold teeth. But I got it. I explained it because I was eating something at work the other day and I used to eat with it in and I took it out to eat.
Yeah.
My boss was like, why do you do that? I was like, because I ate a brownie one day and it just got suctioned off. And then I was chewing the brownie and I felt a crunch. And I was like,
Yeah.
does this have nuts in it? Because that's disgusting. And it was my tooth.
You should have seen me. I felt like my dentist played a quick joke on me.
Yeah, you got new teeth.
Yeah, I got new teeth, but it was like a sick joke. I got 2 new front teeth, and she had to put she shaved down to make crowns to make them straight, and she gave me temporaries. When she put them in, they were yellow,
Yeah.
and they had a gap in them,
Oh, wow.
and I rocked them for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I would have been cool with that.
Yeah.
Who cares? Dude?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
But now they're nice little pearly
I had
whites.
braces, so my teeth should be straight. I don't think they are.
Yeah, they're straight.
I think my gums are like deteriorating up
Yeah,
here.
it happens.
I think that's from drug abuse, though,
Yeah,
probably.
probably.
I have all my teeth, so that's good.
That's good. I'm still working on one more.
what? You
I got to get one more replaced.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's sets you back a little bit.
Yeah. But
Tooth money's real money.
dude, I've never done that. And I started working on it. I didn't even understand how bad they were. You work on it a little bit at a time and
Yeah.
you see a big difference.
I know.
Yeah.
I like my teeth, I think,
Yeah.
for the most part.
They're good to go.
Until I start losing them.
Yeah.
I'm big on keeping my hair as long as possible.
Me too.
You're Greek, though. I feel
Dude,
like your
I was
dad's
scared-
bald,
listen,
though.
My whole all of my father's uncles, everybody has receding hairlines or have no hair at all.
Yeah.
So it scared the shit out of me.
Well, I think it goes off your mom's side.
It does.
Which I have no hope because my uncle doesn't have hair and my grandmom.
That's what I
My
mean.
grandmom didn't have hair.
My grandmother,
she was a
my
woman.
mother, my mother, my grandmother, that side, all the guys too are balding.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense.
And my oldest brother lost his in high school.
Yeah.
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 I still have mine. 32. I'm going strong.
Cool.
But I'll start taking stuff.
Yeah.
That company Hims wants to throw a
Yeah.
sponsorship at this podcast.
I heard Hims works great.
Yeah,
For people.
I'll start. But you got to do it before. But how do you know? That's the whole.
You catch it like our friend.
I think they make dick pills too. Yeah, Mark's asking if they make dick pills.
Dave had really thin in hair.
Yeah.
And he started using it and it came back thick.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Should I just start taking it now? Do you think?
Might as well.
Isn't it bad for your kidneys? I feel like it's probably bad.
Everything is. But
Yeah.
all the stuff that we did, I don't think.
What
it
do you
really
want?
matters.
Kidneys or hair? I would take hair.
Yeah.
Mark, what do you think? Mark's a bald guy. He's accepted it long ago.
Oh, since I was 17.
Yeah. Would you?
But I have a bad kidney, I have bad kidneys, bad liver, and no fucking hair.
So you got fucked all around.
Fuck my
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is I should just take Hims.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever,
Fuck my
dude.
kidney.
Yeah, fuck my kidneys, dude. Keep the
You
hair.
don't look good on the outside.
Yeah.
I know.
Die on the
Oh.
I'm begging this place for a sponsorship, and I'm like, I think it destroys your kidneys, but you can sponsor me if you want.
You're getting it, dude.
Yeah, you don't think I'm getting it?
Joe, so I brought you a gift.
You bought me a gift?
Yes.
Wow, dude. You're the third person on this podcast to bring me a gift. Oh, wow.
This is a self-portrait of Brandon Novak. And what I talked to him, and what I would, he loves it. He really does. The color, you see,
Very
how-
lifelike
it's,
portrait
It's
of
very
him.
lifelike. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I might keep it here every week,
I
and
know.
people will be like, this guy's a big Brandon Novak
Yeah.
fan, and I'll be like, damn right I am, dude.
he loves the painting.
Yeah.
And so I know, in regards to him, you asked him a few times to come in, and
Yeah.
he did not come.
Yeah, my whole thing is I think realistically I asked him twice, but in my head I asked him like 50 times.
Same thing.
I feel like a burden.
You should only have to ask him once.
I should
Joe.
only have to ask once, you know
Yes.
what I mean?
So, I mean, I thought it was just right to take
As
one
much as I know you want to trash him, I will defend him because I had someone cancel
Yeah.
And I asked him like last minute, I was like, you around Friday any chance? He was like, I'm in Florida.
Yeah.
And I thought he was lying to me because
No, he really wasn't.
That's just how my head goes.
He
So
really
I
wasn't
was like, he just doesn't want to do it. Why wouldn't he just say he doesn't want to do it? And maybe he doesn't want to do it.
I made sure that I went to the house where I hid these in the basement.
Yeah.
Took one out and brought it to you as a gift.
Yeah. And just so people know, you and Brandon are good friends.
Yeah.
You own a recovery house.
Yeah, I hate
together.
to say it. I don't like saying it.
Yeah.
I hate him, but I have to love him.
So that's your brother,
it
man.
sucks. Yeah.
And I believe you were in there when I spoke too, right? I met you both at the same time.
Yes.
Or were you, okay. So I met you guys.
Yeah.
I spoke at the rehab you were in.
Yeah.
Which was a fun time.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. And this is Dan Rouse's favorite author
Yeah.
that he knows.
He loves him.
Yeah. He would always say that because I used to drive him to meetings
Yeah.
far as fuck all the time.
Yeah.
But
I never read any of his books.
I didn't either. But, I support him in his books,
Yeah, I
man.
support it 100%.
If you guys are listening, buy a copy of Dream Seller and, maybe one day you can get a painting of the
See
guy
that,
too.
Brandon? You even got a shout out.
Yeah, you got a shout out. But you guys are good buddies. And
So what I was thinking, I can pretty much, whatever you were going to ask him, I can answer for you.
yeah. Well, I
So-
don't really ask questions, but whatever you want to say in his voice on behalf of him,
No, well, ask me something and I'll answer it.
yeah. I don't know. See, I'm hard to getting into character.
Hey, Joe, how you doing? I came in. I'm sorry I couldn't make it, but I'm here now
That's pretty
in
realistic,
spirit
dude.
with my favorite painting.
Yeah, buy Dream Seller.
I don't know why Greek hid it in the basement.
Yeah.
I thought it would look great in the recovery house.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate this gift, man. I'm gonna cherish it forever.
Yeah.
So,
I hope you do. I know I do.
what was I gonna say? There was something I was gonna say. Oh, so we all went to Delaware. He spoke at a meeting. You were there.
Uh-huh.
And my buddy Chris spoke. They were both
Yeah.
the speakers. I remember we went to Delaware because it was like a Friday night. When you're sober and it's Friday night, it's
Yeah.
like you're dramatic about stuff, especially early Friday. You guys were early on, and it's like, what do we do? And
Yeah, it was
I'm
a
like,
little-
nobody does anything.
It was a
dude.
little dramatic.
And people who are sitting at bars, I'm sure they're having fun, but you're just sitting at a bar.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being bitter because I can't
No.
do it.
I could sit at the bar. All I get is I get a club soda with cranberry and a lime in it. So it feels like I'm still like part of what, like hanging out, like
Yeah.
social setting.
But you were my lifeline that night because, so I had two choices. Chris was going, what was this? This was probably about 6 years ago, right?
Yeah, about 5.5 years ago.
So you guys were going down to, you and Brandon had to go back to Westchester to get your truck. And
Yeah.
my buddy Chris was going to South Street with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to go to South Street.
Yeah.
I said, I'd rather take the ride because we were in Delaware. I was like, I'd rather take the ride to Westchester
Mm-hmm.
and just go home.
Yeah.
Which was probably the worst decision. I probably
Yeah.
would have been home a lot
Way earlier.
because we drove super far to get your truck.
Yeah.
And the truck van was at Bam's house.
Yeah.
Which is a house like I grew
It
up.
was just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like as like I'm 32, like that was like the prime of my childhood. Viva La
Yeah.
Bam was on, and it's like, yeah, we're just gonna run into his house and get his. And I was like, just don't leave me. I was more you. I was like, don't leave me.
Yeah.
Okay. And
We
you're,
all-
like,
we-
you're like, I'm just going to the room I stayed in to get my bag, and I was just sitting in the basement of this house I watched on TV by myself. And I was like, this is so weird. Someone could just walk in and be like, who the fuck are you? And I was telling you that. You're like, nah, no one would have cared. People are in and out. I'm like, no, people would have cared, dude.
And I
That's
just
weird.
dipped.
Yeah. And I got left alone in Bam Margera's basement by myself.
Yeah.
Fun
Hey, it's
story.
all right.
Yeah.
It
I know.
happens.
It's my cocktail story. I tell people.
And then we ended up
party.
going all the way to Delaware.
Yeah. Then I rode back. I sat on Brandon's lap in
Yeah.
the van.
Because we had my work van with
Yeah,
me.
it was only 2 seats.
Yeah.
It was a long, exhausting
fun.
ride.
Enjoyable.
It might have been better than going to South Street, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you had fun.
I had fun, dude.
Yeah.
Those were the good old days, man.
I still got pictures of the meeting we went to down there of all of
I
us.
know, yeah.
Me,
there's
you,
still
Susie,
pictures.
and Brandon.
Yeah. Susie's a peach.
She's great. I
Great
love her.
lady.
I love her.
Yeah. She's great, man.
Yeah.
We're really doing it. And look at you. You've grown. You're matured into a nice young man lately.
Yeah.
Ever since then, dude.
Little bit of
You're really doing it.
medication.
You're not snowboarding off of roofs anymore.
I know. That was fun though. I miss it. I'm getting too old to do it now. I can't. I literally feel like an old man because I cannot afford to hurt myself with crazy shit anymore.
Yeah. That
I'm still
time's
gonna go
over
snowboarding.
in your life.
Huh?
You're a big snowboarder?
Yeah, I love it.
I don't do it. I don't
I
do
love
that
it.
or skiing.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't like the mountains either. I guess I'm like a
You're kind of stuck in
yeah.
between.
You know where I like home in front of a TV,
Yeah.
man. You're not a big TV guy, are you?
Yes.
Are you?
Absolutely.
You see me. You strike me as the type
I was
that
just
like
watching.
reads a lot.
I was just watching my show in my car, waiting for you to get here.
yeah. What are you watching right now?
Billions.
Billions.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great.
Funny comedians in it. Dan Soder.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah,
he's great.
dude.
Come
That's
on
a
the
good.
podcast,
I just
man.
love the maneuvering, how they maneuver in it.
I want to get into it. It's a good show.
Yeah,
You recommend?
amazing.
How many seasons is it?
5.
5.
You'll be good to go
Is it
for
done?
weeks.
Is it done? or
No,
is
they
it
just
still-
got approved for season 6.
Because I like to wait for like, especially so if season 5's done, I probably will start it, but I won't start something on a week to week basis. I just can't.
Well, season 5's done.
Okay.
But then season 6 just got approved. So sometime this year they're gonna pop out
Okay.
season 6 too.
Because I just like nothing's worse than like a new series coming out because I have HBO Max and I just watched that.
Once a week.
Well, they put everything out, but I just watched that flight attendant show with Haley.
Was it bad?
It was real good actually. She's a train wreck in it, so
I
I
was looking
naturally
at it.
relate to it. Yeah, I think you would like it.
Yeah.
So I like to binge shows.
Yeah, that's
I just
what I
like to
do.
binge it out.
Yeah, I get so many phone calls from different things right now that I get distracted.
Yeah.
So like yesterday, I tried to watch one episode and I started at I think like 3:30, and by the time it was 11 o'clock at night, I finished it.
Nice.
Just kept stopping.
I've
going.
rewatched The Wire like 15 times.
Oh, that's a great show.
I know. Is that where you got your nickname, the Greek, from?
Yeah, it's a good. He wasn't even Greek.
He wasn't Greek. Yeah, that's true. Hey, you know your shit.
So you might, I might not be Greek either.
Yeah, I think you're Greek though. You got that nice olive complexion, man.
It's good to go.
Yeah, man. I'm a big Wire guy though.
Yeah.
The Wire gets brought up here a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great fucking
There's
show.
certain topics, The Wire and like usually Super Smash Brothers, and
Yeah.
like people are like, quit talking about Super Smash Brothers. I'm like, it's literally all
It's
I do.
an addicting show. I mean, addicting game.
It is pretty
Yeah.
fun, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
I know my phone goes off. It was Davron, but usually it's someone else who like knows I do this every Tuesday.
Yeah,
No
and
one
they-
calls me ever.
They just want
And they're
to.
just like, "What are you up
Just
to?"
stick
And I'm
a
like,
wrench.
"What, do you want 5 minutes to shine on the
Yeah.
podcast? You
Yeah.
can just come on." You know,
Yeah.
it's usually people that've been on this already, and
Yeah.
they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you know exactly.
You
what
know
I'm doing."
exactly what I have planned
Exactly.
today that I'm going to do.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. So, yeah. What else? What else can we talk about, dude? We got plenty of time.
Let's think about it. I mean, what do you want to talk about? I mean,
I'm pretty
you
open,
listen.
man.
I will answer any question that you have.
Yeah, I don't really have questions. Just good to catch up with you on a one-on-one setting. I feel like
Absolutely.
this is a refreshing thing because people don't really get this opportunity, and I get to have people I love on here.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just like
and I
an
fucking-
hour to just
Joe, I love
Bullshit,
it.
dude.
Every Wednesday when we have the home group,
yeah.
you're one person I've looked very forward to and seeing.
If I make it lately,
If you make it, if
Yeah.
I haven't made it in the last week or so either.
are you
But-
going tomorrow?
Yes, I will absolutely be
I
there.
might go.
But I love. It's a different type of home group, so I love.
Yeah, it's wild. It's very immature.
Yeah, it's
you
very
know?
immature, and then we make we make memories there.
Yeah, we definitely make memories. I miss the old building, which was right next
Dude,
to
we
my house.
got to
that
get
Our
back
Lady
in.
of Fatima.
And every time I see Jimmy comes in,
Yeah.
and he's always like, "Oh, they're getting rid of that the one priest that messed up everything in there."
Yeah.
He apparently starting other trouble with other things that are going on,
Yeah.
and he keeps saying that he's going away, so then we could come back in. But then he's still there. He's told me the same thing now 2 years in a row.
I know.
So I'm very upset about that.
Yeah, I don't like the location of that meeting. There's never space there.
It's very tight.
Yeah.
The other one was nice.
It's usually cold
Yeah.
or hot,
Yeah.
depending on what. It's whichever temperature you don't want it to be. It's
It
extreme the
is.
opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a special thing. I watched you celebrate many anniversaries there,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, dude, and it was crazy. Like, you know how much shit I've been through in sobriety.
Yeah, you've
And-
been through a lot, man.
Yeah. And like I was acting like a nut in there. And then
Yeah.
when I shared and I was really miserable, something really bad happened, I was just off the fucking wall.
Hey, man, but you learned how to talk it out, which is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the perception, this is good sober talk. I feel like I haven't done this in a couple weeks, which it's not my goal to do this with this podcast. Yeah. I don't know what the goal for this podcast is. People are like, is it a sober podcast because you're sober? I'm like,
All it pretty
I'm
much
like,
says-
kind of. They're like, is it a comedy podcast because you do comedy? I was like, oh,
It's
really?
whatever. No, but like pretty much it just shows like I was a fucking nut. And now I'm somewhat put together.
Yeah,
I guess.
But I feel like being a nut's crucial, right?
Yeah.
Because you got to be able to talk. Because if it's always constantly something that like sounds too good to be true, it's very skeptical.
Yeah, I don't
especially
trust
in
them.
AA where everyone's skeptical.
I don't trust them.
Like I don't like people who are like, I read a book and my life's better. I'm like, you're a dirtbag.
Yeah.
and I know you're a
Yeah.
dirtbag.
Yeah.
because I'm a dirtbag.
Yeah.
yeah.
Honesty is key.
It's a
my
bunch
friend.
of who's, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I was happy to get sober at Life or Death,
Yeah.
which is
That's a good one.
which is just a couple of just Northeast dudes.
Yeah.
Just Northeast people. Even the chicks are Northeast dudes. You know what I mean? They're just,
They're there.
yeah, it's fucking the best, man. Great little spot. Seen a lot of fights at the AA meeting, at the AA clubhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the shit, dude.
Brawlers.
Yeah, I seen two old dudes fight. It was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were
And
they
it reminds
fighting
me
over-
of, you ever see The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
When the old dude hits somebody and he's like, I used to hit a lot harder. That's what it reminds me of every time. I just saw two old dudes
That's
fight.
fucking great.
And the one old dude threw a right hook and it was like so slow.
Yeah.
Like it was like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix slow. And I was like, oh my God, that's so slow.
He meant well.
Yeah, he tried. He tried his best, dude. They were fighting over a girl
Yeah.
in their 60s.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Come on, man.
That's amazing.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
Can you imagine reaching a certain age and like fight? Like I know people who will get into rumbles,
Yeah.
and you know who knows. But like I've never been a fighter, but I'm at a point where I'm just like, dude, why would anybody why would you lay your hands on something for what?
Yeah.
For who? For what? At this age?
Yeah.
'Cause guess what? It's gonna hurt either way.
Yeah.
Even if you win, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. And then you got people, even like when just randomly in Philly, you'll have somebody pop off at you for some type of reason.
Exactly.
And
But
it's very-
you did the boxing. Was it for charity or was it just the box?
So that's funny. It was actually on Billions too, and it made me crack up yesterday when I was watching it. So these two firms, they were like enemies,
Yeah.
and they got the guys that worked there, and they set up like they wanted to fight the one day. They were holding them back,
Yeah.
and they're like, you know what? We're gonna set up a boxing match. So they set up a huge boxing match, got a bunch of donations, and made it all for charity.
Yeah. See.
That's pretty much what we did too.
Yeah, you did backyard boxing. It was
Yeah.
the trashiest thing
So-
I ever seen in Levittown.
Yeah, but you
and it
know-
was like live stream all day. I remember.
Do you know what it was seeded off of?
I believe, dude Ken
Yeah.
Brandon offered him what, $1,000 to trip you?
Yeah,
which
so-
is I would have done it too.
Yeah.
buddy, for $1,000.
So out of
do you
nowhere,
think the $1,000 was a real payment?
no.
No.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, do you think
if
that
it was
dude-
worthwhile? Listen, if it was worthwhile, I know him. He might have fucking paid it just because it was worth.
Like if he pushed you down a cliff, and
Yeah.
you severely got hurt, then
Yeah.
it's like I'll give you $1,000 for
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah,
I like
pretty
how
much.
you said you know him as you pointed to the painting.
Yeah.
it's like he's here a little
He is
bit.
here.
You
See,
know?
I couldn't bring him, so I figured I'd do the next best thing, and then bring his spitting image of him.
yeah.
But like, so he said that to him. He came up and tried to trip me. I was completely off guard.
Yeah.
I flipped around and almost killed him. And then after that, I said, you know what? Just to make me feel better about this whole situation, we'll box in the match
Yeah.
with gloves, and like we'll do it for charity or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we'll just do it to do it.
Yeah.
You should have done it for charity. Did you do it for charity? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Was it-
No, we actually helped out. So what we did was the person that helped Ken out.
Yeah.
When he was first getting sober with his nonprofit, we donated all the proceedings to that.
Oh, okay.
So it really did help.
Nice.
Yeah, and I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, a bunch of people were there. I think it was on the 4th of July, right?
Yeah.
It was on some
It was
holiday. I don't
near-
know.
it was the week after
Or it was
the
like
4th of July.
Memorial Day or
It
one
was
of
the
those.
week after the.
It was
4th
one of those
July.
summer holidays because
Yeah.
I remember I was at my buddy's house. He was having a barbecue,
Yeah.
and then my phone just started blowing up, and it's
Yeah.
like this person's going live on Facebook. I'm like, I don't want to watch this
So,
shit.
yeah, so pretty much over a resentment, we
Yeah.
got set up a whole boxing match. I made a whole ring, and
I
then we
know.
got other people to box.
Then other
too.
people were like, "Yeah, you know what? I can't stand this motherfucker." You know what would happen if someone's like, "You know what? I want Joe White in the boxing match." I would have been like, "Well, I'm not going to be there." You know what I mean? You can box yourself. You can shadow
Yeah.
box in a corner.
I never
somewhere.
boxed a day in my life.
Yeah, was it a refreshing experience?
Yeah, it was. I figured you get tired a lot easier than I thought.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
Yeah.
all conditioning.
Yeah,
man.
with like a street fight or something, you just roll on somebody.
Yeah,
and it's
or
done.
you
in
try to find a
30
brick and
seconds.
hit 'em with it, yeah.
it's 30 seconds. You're done.
Yeah, that
This
was
is like a whole thing. We were
Yeah.
taking breaks in between. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
you
even
were
the end of
doing
the
rounds?
round. Yeah, it wasn't even the end of the round.
you
And we
have
just
card
both
girls?
stopped. No, I
Nah,
tried.
You should have. Yeah.
I tried.
Really, you couldn't find a nice
Yeah, I
lady to do that for you.
got all mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. It's probably tough putting on a backyard boxing event.
Good amount of people came though.
Yeah, nah, I'm proud of you, man. Hey, people in AA show up.
Dude, it's funny. I even had like my priest from my church
Yeah.
saying, "Do this for us, for the Greeks. You got this. Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
Don't shame us."
The pride of Greece right here,
yeah,
man.
the priest was
It's like,
saying something.
listen, hey, I'm going to box this dude in Levittown backyard. I'm the
Yeah.
pride of Greece.
I mean, I'll take care of it.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I was your corner guy. I should
Oh,
have
it'd
showed
been
up.
great.
I would have been like, I'd
And
be like,
John, like I was fighting dirty. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Well, what
not
else you
to.
gonna do?
So I just was like, I'm gonna hit him. I have to hit him.
Yeah, you
And like
gotta.
I was cool for a little bit, but so like I was like giving cheap shots all over the place the entire time. And John Fusco was the ref.
Yeah.
And he's trying to pull us apart from each other and stop us, but he there was nothing really to be done.
Yeah. It's good. You got it out of your system.
And he's a
Will there be a second event this summer?
I grew out of it.
Yeah. Well, you should put one together and just get people in our area that hate each other to go box each other in the backyard. Because it works so well. Darnell, and I'll live stream the podcast.
The guy from the nonprofit, we're going to have legitimately have it at a boxing ring with paramedics on site and make it a big thing.
Oh, no, do it in a backyard. It's so trashy.
That's how I like it.
Yeah.
But that's the only way to do it legitimately.
Fuck legitimate, dude.
I know.
I'll live stream the podcast. I'll commentate.
Yeah.
We'll show up, the whole team. Me, Mark, and Davron will show up.
Get it going.
Hey, fucking why not, right, dude? That's so fun, though, that you just went for a charity boxing. It's just so trashy. I love it. The more trashy, the better.
I had a lot of fun with it because I was bidding the whole time, too. Beforehand, I even got, what's his name? I paid for Cameo.
Yeah.
I forget what his name was. It was perfect, though. I was like, this is what can you say this? And he just perfectly executed.
You were on a big Cameo kick for a while.
Yeah,
dude.
I love those things.
I know.
They're great.
Well, Mark has a rap project. It's called Dumb Ugly.
Yeah.
And the dude who raps in it, Biz Mighty, Corey.
Yeah.
He's the best, but he's a big wrestling guy. And I was like, oh, you should get Michael Buffer. But I don't think you can get Michael Buffer. Because I think at boxing matches, for him to say, let's get ready to rumble, I think he charges $10,000 just to say that at a boxing match. But you can get Bruce Buffer on Cameo, who does the UFC fights. Who, Michael Buffer? He's from Philadelphia. But Bruce Buffer's from Nevada. It's weird, or some shit. Or New Mexico. Yeah. And I think they're brothers. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. No.
Dude, I was doing a lot of the cameos with the Greek quotes of the day too. Yeah. I would set them up and to say something and then go the guy from the Cat to Catch a Predator.
Chris Hansen,
yeah.
Which I did a joke about him for a little bit because he got arrested for tax fraud or something.
Yeah, so exactly. And I was telling him to talk about frauds.
And this is what people on fucking social media were saying. Yeah. They were like, good, fuck him, serves him right. And I was like, serves him right? What do you mean? They're like, that's karma for all those people he set up. I'm like pedophiles.
Yeah, he set up pedophiles.
I'm like, so you're,
Yeah, he was doing the right thing.
Yeah, he was doing the right thing. But you're like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a big difference between fucking Uncle Sam and fucking a kid.
Yeah, that guy's great.
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen's the man.
I would shit myself.
But it was kind of funny because he got in trouble for the fraud thing, and I had him talk. I asked him to talk on frauds.
Yeah, he probably didn't give a fuck.
No, he was great. He's like fraudsters.
Yeah. Who else did you had a rapper do it too, right?
What's his name from 3 6 Mafia?
Oh, Juicy J or DJ Paul.
Yeah, DJ Paul was on the one.
Did one. Yeah,
yeah, that was
that's good. I did a Greek quote of the day. That didn't cost you anything.
I know, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I owe you twice now. You brought up Greek tech and then
Greek quotes of the day.
Yeah,
man.
Free Greek quotes of the day.
Hey, whatever, man. I'm just happy you're not ruining my algorithm when this gets posted, dude. Every time I post a new episode, it's like Greek did something noble and charitable. I'm like, he's just being selfish. He wants attention. Fuck him. Yeah, I get real nasty in my head about it. I'm like, I got nothing but love for you, but I'm like, fuck this.
Fuck this dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't get how likes work on stuff because I've been more on Instagram lately than Facebook, dude. But I just don't get it sometimes when.
Dude, I don't get it either. It's just random, and it could be a random thing that gets a bunch of them.
Like I posted a picture of my thumbs yesterday, which I just got the Sixers logo on there. Kelsey, she's great at Black Sparrow Tattoo, sponsor of the podcast. She did them. And I got 100 likes on that, but I'll post a clip of this, something that I pour that I pour my soul into once a week, and people are 10 people like this.
To be fair, and what I noticed, anytime you put a video up, you get maybe 1/10 of the likes as you would a picture. Because somebody's scrolling down and sees a picture, they just click and go.
Which is understandable.
A lot of people don't take the patience to go in and click on it and watch unless they're sitting bored somewhere. A lot of them are at work.
But then people watch the whole hour of this, and then I'm appreciative of this.
Absolutely.
Hey, Then people ask me, they're like, what can I do to help you? I'm like, listen, you got to share it and have people subscribe and like it, dude. That helps me out.
What I noticed too, a lot of people don't like certain things, but they do watch. So you can't just go by off what the likes are. You know that
yeah. It's a tough game, man.
Yeah, because I'll get Greek's quotes of the day brought up to the most random person. I'll be in the random place. I haven't seen him in 15 years. He's like, oh, I saw that. That was great.
I know. I get random people all the time.
And and it's not from...
Which is flattering. It's just literally I have people... I had someone come up to me today. That was like, there's no podcast last week. What's going on? I was like, whoa. I was like, I didn't know you gave a shit.
Yeah.
It might be one person, but there might be more people out there. You know what I mean? I got a couple big fans out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a competition for best fan of the year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's this guy right here.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna do best fan of the year, and I'm gonna do best guest of the year.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
That's
it
perfect.
should be fun.
He could work for.
And I
both.
wanted to get like interaction on it. To
Yeah.
have people vote, and like
Yeah.
this was my favorite person.
Can't you do a poll on Facebook? Like you have like
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Do
I
one
got
of
to
them.
think of something I got to do to give back to get people to interact. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you can pick a tattoo.
Yeah.
You know,
And
if
I'll
you
put
get
this
me to
tattoo on
1,000
me.
subscribers,
I'll put this whatever tattoo
you
you
can
want
all
on
take
my
a
body.
pool, and I'll fucking get whatever.
So I
tattoo.
got a funny story.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Just now we're talking about tattoos, random
Yeah.
tattoos. So I was in Amsterdam with Brandon and my friend Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brandon's tattoo artist. And whenever they go to a different country, they always get something from that country tattooed on them.
Yeah,
I have one tattoo, and there's a specific reason why I have this tattoo. Like
Yeah.
I would vow that I would never get a tattoo. So my rest of my body doesn't have any, right?
right.
So they're like, we're in Amsterdam, and their flag has 3 X's. They're like, we're gonna get the 3 X's on us. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I lost a bet and I had to do it.
Right.
I'm like, listen, I'm not putting that on my arm. I'm not fucking Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Like I
be
have
Vin
nothing
Diesel.
else. You're gonna have 3 X's on your arm.
Yeah.
So I decided, like,
Great
you're gonna-
movie.
Yeah. So I decided that if I have to fucking do this, I'm gonna get it put on the bottom of my foot so nobody can see it.
Yeah, that hurts a lot.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
I was chewing on a belt and everything. And like, how disrespectful do you think you're going to go into a tattoo artist in Amsterdam
Yeah.
and ask them to
They're
put
like,
their
"Can you get your
pride,
flag on the
their
bottom of my
national
foot?" 'Cause
pride
I don't give a fuck about
on
your
the
country.
bottom of their foot?
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun.
that is fun.
That was brutal.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that was
get the bottom
brutal.
of my foot.
It's like
tattooed.
half faded now, but it's still there.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
the bottom of your feet exfoliate quicker, dude.
Brandon and Mitchell are cool because they got all kinds of tattoos. So he had like Brandon had a chick on his arm.
Yeah.
He just put the 3 X's on the chick's arm on his arm.
Yeah.
So like
he got away
he's
with
fine.
it.
He got
hid
away
one
with
in
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it on here though.
Yeah. So you're saying this is not unrealistic?
I don't know. I know it's his favorite color.
Look, what pink's his
Yeah,
favorite
pink's
color?
his favorite
I like
color.
pink. I can
Yeah.
rock some pink.
Yeah, he loves. I think that's why he loved the painting so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was so ecstatic about it that he tried to persist to have it put in the house. He had 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they ended up downstairs.
That's fun. You guys have a recovery house together, though.
Yeah, it works out good. It's a good dynamic.
Yeah.
So like he deals with certain stuff that I don't deal with, and I deal with certain stuff that he doesn't deal with. So it's like evenly matched because we're fucking polar opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that, though.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah.
To truly get along with someone, you just need to not be that much like them. You
At
know what I
all.
mean? Or you do. I don't know how any of that shit works. Like, Mark's one of my closest friends, and I feel like we're similar to a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Joe.
Yeah, okay. We're not similar at all, you know? We are. Yeah. We like to giggle
Yeah.
at the same fucking shit. Who knows, dude?
Hey,
You know?
that works.
Yeah. Me and Nate are kind of, I don't know if we're opposites.
I fucking love Nate.
He's something.
Dude, you
ain't
and
he?
Nate have a special spot in my heart.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I try to bring him with me to places so
Yeah.
people are more focused on talking to him than me.
There you go. That
So I can
works.
just hide somewhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want all this attention
Yeah.
either. And I'm like, well, take it, man.
I love him.
Yeah, he's the best. He's
Yeah.
a peach.
Yeah, he is a
He's
fucking
good.
Georgia peach.
He just got a Nintendo. We've been playing Mario Kart online.
Against each other?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
great.
whooped him. I crushed him. I'm the king of Mario Kart, man.
I'd have been upset.
I spent a lot of time on Mario Kart in the quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I just got back into video games. I haven't played video games in forever.
They're fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been real into. Listen, dude. Not only do I play a lot, like late at night, since I've like watched everything,
Yeah.
and like, I don't know, like I just like take an hour or two,
Yeah.
of being in a different room before I go up to my bed watching TV.
Yeah.
and I'll watch like people playing video games on YouTube, and I'm like, I used to never get it because I watch kids do it. And I'm like, I get it now. They're
Yeah.
kind of entertaining.
Yeah. it
I would
works
love
out.
to do that, but I'm just not.
Dude.
I feel like you got to be good at the game though.
I'm
too.
horrible.
Yeah.
Like I'll play Call of Duty. I got the PlayStation, the new one.
Yeah.
And it's like real realistic. So I like it. I like going around shooting on Call of Duty and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But then I catch myself with earphones on arguing and demeaning a 15-year-old on the thing
Yeah.
that's talking shit to me.
Sometimes you got to tell a 15-year-old what's what. Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking, that's great. What do you play? Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Is that what you play? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what
I
people
got,
are into.
I got hooked on it.
I know. I was talking to someone about Call of Duty, and they were like, "Oh, you play Call of Duty?" I was like, "No, I play Smash Brothers." They're like, "That's a child's game." I'm like,
Nah,
"You're-"
Smash Brothers is a
I'm
great
like, "You're
game.
a child's game.
Yeah.
It's harder than Call of Duty, dude.
Yeah,
and I can
that's a-
guarantee you that shit."
That's a great game.
Do you think it is? I don't know, dude.
I used to be hooked on it a long time
Yeah.
ago. Off
Dab, do you
Nintendo.
play Call of Duty?
No, not anymore.
What do you think's harder though, Smash or Call of Duty?
Fighting games is the hardest genre of gaming.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah. Smash is harder, dude. You
Yeah.
It
heard it?
isn't even the hardest fighting game.
Yeah,
Not even close.
not even close.
What is Mortal Kombat?
No.
Nah,
The
more.
hardest fighting games are like Guilty Gear or like fucking all those Japanese like
Yeah.
ones. Those are the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat's.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah. Fighting games way harder than Call of Duty, dude.
Hey, I'm all with you. I just started to fucking play now,
Yeah.
and then I get sucked in for 4 or 5 hours.
I just personally, for me, I was big gamer as a kid, and my brothers are big gamers, and they have like every system.
Yeah.
And when they moved out, I was just tapped out.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh, I don't. Got
I'm over
nothing.
this.
So it took me until this quarantine to get a Switch,
Yeah.
which I love that system for this reason.
Yeah.
When you can play it handheld too.
Yeah.
Which is great. You can just slide the controllers on the end of it, and you can just
Go around
so I
like
can
it's
watch
like
TV and
old
play fucking
PSP.
Mario, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is the best shit ever, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I play Smash on the small screen, but it's a different controller. So like I have a controller in my lap and
Yeah.
the screen in my
It's
lap.
a little different. Yeah.
My parents are watching TV and you just hear obnoxious clicking and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm this cartoon bear
Yeah.
and I'm fighting a dragon right now. And this is
Yeah.
very important to me. And
Yeah.
people are like, oh, what are you going to do?
It works.
Yeah. Fucking. And you can't communicate with people on Nintendo Online. So I'm sure I'm playing a lot of 15-year-olds who are
Dude, you
just
got
fucking
it. That's the best part.
experts at this game. And I'm like, man, fuck them 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Think they're better than me.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sometimes you got to talk shit, buddy.
Yeah,
That's all
like-
it is.
Go and ask your mom for some food. I know I did last night.
Yeah. Wow. You get real personal with them. That's
I
gold.
can't help it. I get really upset.
Yeah. Wow.
I
Yeah.
get really upset.
It's just a game, dude. You
Yeah.
don't got to get that upset.
I know, but they're really devious. They're bad. Like
Yeah.
they say way worse stuff.
Yeah, and they're real good at it.
Yeah, they're really good at it.
Do you play Fortnite at all?
No,
do you
I
do
don't
that?
play
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know if I can get into
No.
it.
I do that, and I do this Night of Tsushima game where you're Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, and it's
Okay.
the best game I ever played. In
You
my
got a
life.
fucking.
It's the best game I ever played in my life.
You got an expert over there.
Yeah,
man. You
you
better
just
come
what
correct.
is he, a ninja or
Samurai.
he's a samurai, and he goes around killing Mongols and like doing all kinds of crazy assassinations. And,
Nice.
yeah, and then like,
And you got this on PS5? Is
Yeah.
that what you got?
Yeah.
You fucking high class, dude.
dude, I love it.
You got Coach sweatpants on and a PS5, dude. You think you're better than me?
You got
Dude.
PS5?
Yeah.
Damn, good for you, bro.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
You're fucking getting Dabron annoyed now, dude. Fucking, you're just making enemies with stunting on people, dude. You're like, yeah, I got BMW, Coach fucking sweatpants, and a PS5. I'm crushing life.
Hey, I work hard and I
work
love
at
certain
Applebee's,
things.
cuz,
Dude, I
okay?
didn't even pay for the PS5 though.
How'd you get it then?
My best friend Gabe, I'm going to be his best man in his wedding,
No, it was just
and he got it
Wedding
for me.
gift
It's
for
a, yeah,
you.
as a best man gift. He got me a PS5.
it's a good friend, dude.
Yeah, it's a good
You know
fucking
what I
friend.
mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do that.
Yeah, I was hyped because I was going to wait until it came out. I wasn't spending any more money. God knows what he spent on it.
Yeah, dude. I know a couple people that were like reselling them for $1,000,
Yeah,
which I don't know what they sell for normally. I think they're like $600.
they're like $500.
Yeah.
Yeah, double the price.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Nintendo it's like $300. It's like
Yeah.
reasonable.
It's reasonable. You can work with it.
yeah. Who doesn't like playing Mario? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's classic. It's
Yeah.
nostalgic.
Yeah. Dude, on Ghost of Tsushima, you played it. You can change the charm on it too to change the gore and everything.
Yeah.
And when you go back over there, like you're cutting people's heads off and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, you're into the gore. You're into the realistic.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a puss. I don't like that. I'm not even a horror movie guy.
Yeah.
You know, Dabron made a horror movie, and I'm willing to watch it. I've
Dude,
yet to get to it.
I got something for you.
That's my guy, and he made
Yeah.
a horror movie. The Night They Knocked, available on.
What it called?
What are you on? Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
It's
Dude.
on Amazon Prime, and is it still on YouTube?
No.
No, it's on Amazon Prime. So The Night They Knock's on Amazon Prime, and he was the director of my comedy special. It's
That's
Fine,
awesome.
which is also on Amazon
That's
Prime.
awesome.
So
Dude,
Dabron's
I got a
killing
funny
it.
horror movie. I think I was in one too.
You were in a horror movie?
I was in one.
Oh.
My friend made one called Gula.
Gula?
When I was up at Penn State, this is like 2010, right?
Okay.
And they filmed the main actor's home was my apartment.
Oh.
And they had to call the police station and tell them that they were firing guns in my house, blanks or whatever,
Yeah.
because of the noises, so the cops didn't get called. And I was a zombie in there.
Okay.
And my whole thing was to run out real fast and try and attack him and him shoot me in the head. Right. So it did it. I got whiplash when I shot back so hard. I shot back, but like I had the bullet hole in my head and I was all zombie like, and I'm laying on my recliner. I was like, take a picture. So I got him to take a picture and I sent it to my mom, but it was like old Boost mobile phones. And apparently when you try and send text with pictures, it just sends a picture and doesn't send the text. So I just like, Mom, check out this movie I was in. Look, and she just got a picture of her son with a bullet in his head.
Oh, wow.
And she freaked out. She thought somebody murdered me and sent the thing out.
Yeah.
And she called the police station and they're like, oh no, they're filming over there. And then the police called over here and they're like, listen, you better call your fucking mom and you better buy her fucking flowers.
Yeah. Murder in Happy Valley, buddy.
Yeah, murder in Happy Valley.
You're a Penn State guy?
Yeah, I went there.
Don't like the school.
Yeah, I like it. It's tough, but I like it. I don't like a lot of people there when I was there.
Yeah. I don't like that Western PA accent.
Dude, it's a mixture.
How they say things that's like a question, but it's not. They'll be like, going out tonight. And I'm like,
it's
what?
a mixture. It's different. I was happy to be home to an extent, but I loved it there. Like I had good moments up there.
Yeah. Oh, look at you,
So-
man. A little Penn State guy, dude.
Yeah.
Dropped out of school, so, you know.
Dude, the first fucking class I took, I fucked up and took honors psychology.
Nice.
And
Were you going to be a fucking therapist?
no, I just thought I picked psychology. I didn't mean to take honors.
Yeah.
And I got smoked.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
You were way.
The cool thing was apparently some psychiatrist there or whatever doctor built when they built the one psychology building or where it's at, they made it like a rat's maze where like hallways go nowhere and like certain rooms numbers are
just
all
to fuck
switched
with
up
people.
just to fuck with people. And they made it as a human experiment where they would give you your class thing, tell you what time to be there and see how long it would take you to actually fucking get there on time. And like they monitor you too to see it like you're literally a rat in a maze.
And they're just fucking with you.
Just fucking with you.
Man.
Yeah.
It must be nice to be smart where you can just be like, I'm going to fuck with this
I'm just
person
going
for
to
the
fuck with
sake
all
of
these
fucking
guys and use
people.
this grant money to do it.
Yeah. Dude, that's great.
Yeah.
I wish I could do
I
that.
wish I could do
If
that
someone
too.
could give me grant money, you know what I mean?
That's
That would be
fucking
awesome,
good.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting here doing this, you know what I mean?
Hey.
No one's giving me grant money. This is a social experiment.
Yeah. It's working.
Hey, I hope so, man.
Yeah.
Don't we all hope, you know?
Yeah.
I need this, man.
Yeah. I love it.
Dude, so you were in a horror movie, man. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
That's more than I can say I've done.
And we filmed a commercial back when Facebook had like the Mafia Wars and all that stuff. Like it was a game where you'd like literally numbers game where you were like in the mob type thing. And we filmed because we had all the gear from the Gula movie, and we filmed a commercial, and we actually got second place. Like they had a thing, whoever got it got like a $5,000 prize from Mafia Wars for it. And we set it up. It turned out really good. It's actually on my Facebook under my name. There's a click on this YouTube link, and you can still go right to it and see it. I'm a skinny little young buck, but
Wow, dude.
yeah.
How the times, dude? You're a grown boy now. You're
I'm
a
a
big,
grown-
you're a big
grown-
boy now.
I'm a
dude.
big boy,
You're
yeah.
a big boy. You're a real boy.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's
Yeah.
great, dude. I'm proud of you, man. I really am, dude.
Thank
You've come a long way.
Yeah.
It's cool when I get to see someone get
Well,
their
you
life
see
together
me,
and
you
get
see
sober.
Me, yeah, you see me where I was.
Yeah, and then you got a little nuts for a while, which is fine.
A little
That's
crazy.
perfectly normal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's not enough people who encourage that shit.
Yeah. See, when it was really bad when I actually was refusing to take my meds.
Yeah.
Like my psych meds.
Yeah.
And then not working certain things. And yeah. It ended up a little messy for a little bit.
Yeah, it does, man.
Yeah.
That's always like the one thing, like with AA people, they'll be like, you'll be fine off your meds. I'm like, you ain't a doctor.
Yeah,
Shut the
you're
fuck
not a
up.
doctor.
Yeah,
Don't
you
do
don't
that.
know that. Don't tell people
Yeah.
to do that.
I came to rationalization
Yeah.
that with like dealing with the things that happened when I was sober. Dude, I've been through more bad shit in sobriety than I have when I was getting high.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, dealing with that therapy, correct medication, like working out, eating healthy, like I'm good now.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
You're eating healthy too.
Yeah. Eat clean.
That's good. I don't do that. I eat like a fucking pig.
Dude, I feel better. I like to do things that make me feel better.
I know.
And like I'm fighting like bipolar or whatever, like not to be depressed.
Yeah.
So I do any little thing that works. Like
It's
working
crazy
out.
the things that will like working out will make you feel better. Like me,
Dude,
I just quit gambling.
Yeah. You know what else I started?
Which I
to do?
wasn't a degenerate gambler, but it was like enough to make me miserable all the time. And
It
I
made
was
you
just
feel
like-
better to stop though.
Yeah,
right?
and I was just like,
Yeah.
what? It's been like a week, which
Yeah.
is, I know is just from
Hey.
being sober, that's like
That's big.
huge.
That's big.
Because I couldn't get sober for the
Yeah.
life of me. And like, I'm like, oh man, I'm doing it. I actually got a couple extra bucks
Yeah.
in my pocket. I feel
Yep.
good.
Exactly. Do you know what else I started doing now? Scalding hot showers in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I switch it to freezing. And like Philly water in the wintertime is literally Arctic.
Yeah.
It freezes pipes. It's
I like a
cold.
good cold shower. Every once in a
So,
while.
yeah.
Usually in the summer. I won't do it in the winter.
No,
I'm not
so-
that brave.
Scalding hot and then shoot it real fast after you take your shower and like it's like a sauna
Yeah.
into ice cold water. It's like taking an ice bath.
Yeah, it'll
and it
zap you out.
sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks for like the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But then you kind of get used to it for another minute and a half. But then it starts to hurt and you have to stop. But then afterwards, when you get out, you feel amazing.
I feel. Yeah.
Like
Jolts you to life, probably.
It hits your, what do you call it? Your adrenaline. It shoots your adrenaline up. You
Hits
get
your dick?
yeah, hits it.
Nice.
Instant dopamine and endorphins shoot to your brain.
All
So-
from hot to cold, huh?
Hot to cold.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
I was fucking around, and then I one of these girls I know on Facebook is a health, like real into health
Yeah.
and fitness, and she posted something. And I was already trying to do it because I've been to like one of the bathhouses before where they do like
Yeah, where they beat you with the twig.
yeah the twigs and the steam and all that,
Nice.
and they have an ice bath that you jump into. So like I already knew it from there, and I tried to mimic it myself when in the summertime when the water wasn't
Yeah.
that cold. I was like, this makes me kind of feel a little better.
And you're like,
But
I'm
then-
a fucking scientist. I can figure this shit out.
yeah, but then she verified it. I'm like, oh fuck it, I'm trying. And I was only doing it for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you got to do it for like 2 minutes. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah.
But I figured it out, and it's fucking good.
It seems dramatic. Good for you doing it.
Yeah.
In the winter, I will not do that.
Yeah,
I'll
you're not
give it a
supposed
whirl
to-
in the summer
Yeah, you're not
or
supposed
the
to,
spring.
yeah, you're not supposed to do it if you have health conditions.
Yeah, I don't think I do, dude. I should probably start worrying if I do.
Yeah,
I have health insurance. I know that much.
You
I
got
don't know.
more-
I don't know if it's good or not, but I
Yeah.
know I have it.
yeah, I refuse to get it.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Yeah, no, they try and screw you if you don't work for somebody, right?
Yeah.
and you want to get on insurance. Like I tried, right? So I called in. I was like, I'm going to set up because I work for myself. You know that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to set my own insurance up, and I find it, and they're trying to find a plan. Like I give my email address, phone number, all that stuff to the government, right? And then they set up a plan, and like even like an okay plan is like $600 a month, and you still got to spend like $2,500 to $5,000 as a deductible before it even works.
Yeah.
This is not worth it. I'd just rather pay out of pocket if something happens.
Or move to Canada, dude.
Yeah.
Whichever one you
Yeah.
want to do.
Well, other European,
I ain't going to Canada, though.
Other countries have free healthcare.
Yeah.
They give you more time off for vacation if you are working in certain places, and they pay for your schooling. They don't charge you for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing,
It's a whole
man.
thing.
We just got to deal with it, dude.
Yeah.
And
We
that's
have
all
our
right.
perks too.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, you know, I don't think my parents would have came to this country if it wasn't like worth it. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what I think. Not
Yeah.
that they really had to say. I think my
Yeah.
dad was like 3 and my mom was like 6. You know, and it's just like, hey, we're going to
Yeah.
America.
Going to America.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, that's what it is.
It absolutely has its benefits.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I always think is funny because
Yeah.
people look at me and I'm like, I'm for both my parents technically immigrants. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean? And they're like, really, you're
Your first generation.
Yeah, they're like, you're super white, and I'm like, I know. It's like white people can move here, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Like what? Can't we all just get along, man?
Yeah.
Let's end the hate. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
talking about. Firstborn generation, though, dude.
Yeah.
Are you firstborn generation?
am.
Hey, man.
Yep. Well, I'm half. I don't know, maybe 1.5 born because my mom's my grandparents on my mother's side. Her parents came through Ellis Island in there,
Yeah.
but she was born in New York. My dad was
You're
born
a-
in Greece.
You're a halfer then, dude.
Yeah, I'm a halfer.
Yeah, you're not full fledged like me,
know.
dude. I'm
I know.
fucking thoroughbred.
You got me beat.
Purebred.
You got me
I don't
beat.
know what to say, dude. I don't know what the technical term
Yeah.
is on it, man. Anything exciting going on in the Greeks' life in the future, man? Got any big plans?
I don't know what.
Life
Dude,
kind of stinks with the shutdown, right?
no, I don't let it bother me. I refuse.
I don't let
to
it bother me.
I
fucking
refuse
love
to let it
dude.
bother me.
I've told everyone that comes on here, I'm like, this has been the time of my
Dude,
life. Dude.
I purposely push harder when they push us and try and do stuff to us.
yeah.
It's even if it's needed. Our situation, I should say, not do stuff to us, but
Yeah.
our situation. So whatever hard situation you have, you can get through it, and you could persevere no matter what.
Hey, man.
So my best
Lemons
year,
into lemonade, they say.
my best year has been this year,
I know.
in all around, like
Well, I think-
losing weight, like everything.
I think
Work,
2021 is going to be a good one for me.
yeah, there
Not
we
that
go.
I thought, 2020 kind of sucked, but it was a good one for me.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, it's
Yeah.
not like it was the end of the world.
I remember the first time you really came out to hang out for a little bit was at
Yeah.
my house.
Yeah, well, I didn't really want to go out that much because my sister-in-law was pregnant and they just had triplets.
Yeah, so you couldn't risk it.
So it's like, I don't want to be around you
Yeah.
people. If I
Yeah.
get sick because of you people, I'll be upset.
Yeah, you'll be
You
real
know what
upset.
I mean?
Yeah.
And I care. And listen, love my friends, but I care about those 3 babies being brought into the world more.
Absolutely.
Fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great, you know.
did the
But they
right
were
thing.
just born, so that's
And I'm happy you
exciting.
came over.
Hey, I'm happy you had me over,
Yeah.
dude. I'm a big, like, you know, something happens. I'm like, well, no one called me. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then and it's always like, well, you could have just came, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I do that a lot too. Like I don't.
And I'm not going to be the guy to ask to come when I see like a bunch of people on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Everyone's having a good time.
And then
I'm
I
like, I'm
gotta.
not
I make
asking
sure I
you.
specifically call. Cause
Yeah, and I
know-
appreciate that.
yeah.
You're a good guy. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah, but fucking yeah, nah, it does. I don't know. This whole thing does force you to just get into what you wanted to get into.
Yeah.
Because I was doing stand up a lot.
Yeah.
Before this, and I always wanted to do a podcast, and I was like, well, we're not going anywhere. It's time to do the podcast.
yeah. I did plenty of Greeks quotes of the days over this summer, and
I know.
I guess that the whole boxing thing was another reason. There wasn't much to do, so we kind of made an event.
Yeah, and you're just like, we'll just beat the shit out of
Yeah,
each other,
we're just
man.
gonna make a whole thing.
Social distance, beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I hear you. You need to start doing more Greeks quotes of the day.
I haven't done it. I've been out of it. I don't know why. I haven't been feeling it lately, man.
Yeah, you got to get in the right mood, right?
I got it. Yeah, but like a lot of times,
This is easy. It kind of like it makes my Tuesdays. I get
Yeah.
excited. I see
Yeah.
the boys,
yeah,
get to talk
Nice.
with someone, and I'm just like, it's
yeah.
Tuesday.
It's a good.
It's gonna
a
be
good
all right.
Tuesday.
Yeah. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
And people come on, they're like, "What are we talking about?" I'm like, "I don't give a fuck, dude."
Dude.
I'm like, "You can talk for the whole hour. I'll just sit here and listen."
Quotes of the day started. You know how it started, right?
I do not know how it
It
started.
started over resentment.
Over who?
One of my old roommates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into it too much,
All right. We don't have to.
but yeah. So it's something he did, and my whole thing was I wanted to call like a shot, just throw shots at him,
Yeah.
so he knows that I'm talking about him without saying it's him.
Right.
So that was like how that
You
originated.
were being a petty little bitch.
I was being
That's
super
fine.
petty.
Hey,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then afterwards, it started like being something out of it. So then I just pick a topic and then start talking about it.
Yeah. Well, people need to learn how to take a joke.
Yeah.
You're good at taking a joke.
Oh,
like I call
absolutely.
you a bully all the time.
Yeah.
Because usually someone, like at least once a month, they're like, "Oh no, I don't think Greek likes me."
there's
I'm like, well, he's a bully, dude. And you just need to accept
Yeah.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Tell him to go fuck himself. I
Yeah.
will. I was like, he ain't gonna do that shit to me.
Nope.
Yeah, you gotta lay down the law sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
It's like you time people at the meeting and you cut them off. I'm like, dude, if that fucking timer goes off while I'm talking, I'm
Dude, I
just gonna
kind of
keep going.
enjoy it too.
I know it's a power
It's
trip
bad.
for you, right?
It's bad.
Yeah. Do you really want to be the guy in charge of AA
Dude,
though?
no.
You know?
You know what it is though? I like because some people go on and like to hear themselves talk, or they don't realize what's going on, and they'll go on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's me.
And
I
then-
talk about nothing
and that-
for 10 minutes.
You don't do 10 minutes. You
Yeah,
do
I
like
share in
5.
AA meetings. I'm like, hey, listen,
You do
subscribe
like-
to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get out of Applebee's.
You do like
and
5 or 6 and it's entertaining.
Yeah, and then yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
it is. But no, so people will go up and then it runs up the clock on other people and they can't say stuff. Maybe they need to.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, there's always some wacky stuff that happens
yeah,
there.
me getting a kick out of it on top of
It's
it.
truly a
that was-
treat. I try to tell like people that aren't even sober or want to
Yeah.
get sober. I'm like, that are just curious about it. I'm like, just
Yeah.
come to a meeting with
There's
me
one
time, dude.
Yeah, there's one person I do love cutting off, and that's the guy that we box together.
Oh,
And, like
okay.
Ken Grady,
Yeah.
he'll be sharing, and I make sure that the right near when he's closing up or finishing up, he's like, I just got one more thing to say, and then I'll hit the.
Yeah, and you're
Hit
like,
the buzzer
you
on
know,
him.
it sounds like the Oscars music. Is that what you got?
No, it was like a cool '70s like
The Jurassic
action
Park
movie,
theme.
like do.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. That's
Yeah.
the Jurassic Park
Yeah.
theme.
No, I had Jurassic Park the one week. I do different themes.
Oh,
And the
okay.
last one
you
has
change it
been-
up when you're
yeah.
fucking ruining someone's day.
Yes.
That's good to know.
And the last time it was like a '70s action movie, like that. I don't even know how to say. it.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, it was
Dun,
some-
dun, 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 dun. That
Yeah,
was
it's like something great.
Yeah.
yeah,
Beverly Hills Cop's great, dude.
it's amazing.
Long live Eddie.
Good old Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, he's killing it. I wonder what he's up to right
Dude,
now.
he was on something, and he still looks like he's in great shape.
Yeah,
He's doing good.
yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah.
he's all right.
Yeah.
he just like lives in his. You know, it must
Yeah.
be nice.
He's just hanging out.
It must be nice. Dude. Anything that's just like not working at Applebee's, I'm like, man, you have the dream job, dude. I'll look at the UPS dude. I'm like, you're killing it, dude. You just
Dude,
drive around.
If
all
I was
day.
if I was working at Applebee's, I would be bidding on people. Like when they come in to drink, Like start with
yeah.
snide comment. I know you're good at it.
Oh, I bid on my coworkers a
Yeah.
lot because they're all dramatic and they're
Yeah.
like, this is what's going on. I'm like, listen, you need to realize something. It's just hamburgers and French fries. And one girl that works there one time was like, it's not just hamburgers and French fries. I was like,
She
it
got
literally
serious.
is. I was like, you'll be all right. If you're stressed out about Applebee's, you need to take a look.
Just take
You
a
need
look.
to sit down and take
reflect.
a breather, man, because it's just hamburgers and French fries.
Yeah.
Which I got the same from my brother because we both worked at a Mexican restaurant. He still works there. He works out on the border.
Yeah.
But he would always say, it's just tacos, baby. And I'd be like, it is just
It's simple.
tacos, dude.
Yeah.
You get a bad tip, it's just tacos.
Yeah, it's just tacos.
It's a good motto for life.
Yeah.
You know, someone's just an asshole because people who go out to eat are just assholes.
Yeah.
Being a server really teaches you how to
Dude,
deal with life.
it's certain
and it
type
will
of
humble
people.
you because you
And
just got to
like-
eat people shit.
Yeah. And like, yeah, certain people, and I don't like seeing it when they're like going off. Like somebody's trying to make a living,
Yeah.
and that person making a living, like I know I was in a situation like that when I was younger too,
Yeah.
and I try and tip well because I know that's like what I would expect if it was me too,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
nice to them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Then you got entitled people coming in saying, yelling,
Yeah.
saying their order's wrong. This isn't right. This is, and starting a whole
I know.
series of events.
It's weird when you break down how the world works, just of like how entitled people are.
Yeah.
But also people doing a job who are jerk offs. It's like, what gives you the right, dude?
Yeah.
Like, because I'll go see bands live or I'll see
Yeah.
comedians I like live. And I'm like, technically, I mean, realistically. And comedians like my dream job. And I'm just like, I like watch these people. I pay money to see them perform. I'm like,
Yeah.
I pay your salary, right? Like, you know that, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the fact that I consume this stuff,
Yeah.
which none of them have been dicks. It's not like I got to be like, hey, just so you know, I'm a person.
Yeah.
You should acknowledge me. And I get nuts about
Yeah.
it sometimes. I'm just
It
like, hey,
happens.
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's the way the world
I
turns.
know. One day I'll get a dose of it. I'll be on the other side.
You'll be
of
on the
it.
other
I'll
side,
be
and
like, I'll be like, I don't want to
somebody's
talk
gonna
to
say
these
that.
fucking people.
Yeah.
Like, don't you know who get a big case of don't you know who the fuck I am? I'll be like, I don't want to talk to these people. Then I'll
Yeah.
be like, I'll talk to these people, man.
Yeah, fuck it.
Well, man, we're coming to the end, man. Anything else you want to, is there anything you're dying to get off your chest? You got a couple minutes, or we can just wrap it up. This is usually the
I don't know.
awkward part, the ending.
Awkward?
Yeah, because I'm
I
just
like
like,
awkward.
hey.
Dude, I like awkward silence, and like I'll say something and then like entice it.
Yeah.
And when I do, and like the whole table, like a family thing or wherever it is with friends, gets real quiet because they're like, oh shit, type deal.
Yeah.
I'll wait like 5 seconds and then just yell awkward silence.
Yeah, I like awkward
I
silences.
love it.
dude.
I love it. I feed off it.
We can end one on an awkward
You want
silence.
to?
You want to do that?
You want to? All right.